It's Halloween, and we all know what spooks Trump the most: the Epstein files. He's torn down the East Wing, trying to hide from it. He's had Mike Johnson shut down the government so that he can hide from it. He's even blowing up ships in the Atlantic and the Pacific with nothing more than tissue paper for an excuse so that he can hide from it. Well, one Democratic representative has had enough. Seth Moulton, congressman from Massachusetts, went live on the air and set the perfect Epstein trap for both Trump and Mike the Johnson. I'm going to show that clip, and you're going to want to see it because Moulton created mayhem on the show. Joe Scarborough, who in the past used to host an annual fair, could not move fast enough to prevent from getting sued. And why wouldn't he? Nobody sues as quickly and as frivolously as Donald Trump. And nobody pays settlements faster than television or cable networks. The beauty is, Moulton doesn't care. He doesn't own the network, and he was just a guest. So who is Seth Moulton? Well, there's a reason you haven't heard of him. He's an Iraq War veteran and congressional representative from the 6th District of Massachusetts. A centrist, Moulton thought he saw an opening in the 2020 Democratic presidential primary, but another Iraq War veteran ran from the left, Pete Buttigieg, and stole all his thunder and grabbed all the media attention. Note to centrists, running from the left is a very successful strategy. Well, now Moulton is primarying Green New Deal Senator Ed Markey, and if he hadn't been on record for making transphobic remarks, he might stand a better chance. But instead, he's desperate for some free media, so he showed up on Morning Joe. Good strategy. Then he laid a big Epstein trap for Trump and Johnson. Brilliant strategy. Now keep in mind, Moulton is on the show to talk about Trump's new policy of blowing up small boats and threatening to use military strikes on South American countries.
We actually had a bipartisan briefing on the Armed Services Committee yesterday in the House, and I went down to Washington to hear it. And I found their justification for what they're doing so flimsy that it makes the case for the Iraq War look like a slam dunk. I mean, it was that bad. And by the way, at the last minute, they pulled the lawyers from the briefing. So all the questions that both Democrats and Republicans had about exactly what you're getting to, what is the legal justification for this? What is the legal justification for the actions that this administration is making our troops take? They weren't there to explain it.
But before Scarborough could get him on that topic, Moulton laid his trap. Watch this.
If you're a criminal, you're going to buy your way to freedom with Trump. If you are one of the people like him who took advantage of young girls with Jeffrey Epstein, then we're going to sort of make that go away. I mean, fundamentally, Speaker Johnson...
We don't have evidence that he took advantage of young girls with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right. Just common sense be damned.
I'm not saying common sense be damned. I'm saying facts. Let's look at the facts. Is he in the Epstein files?
He's obviously in the Epstein files. And the reason that fundamentally Speaker Johnson has us on vacation is because he does not want to seat the newly elected Democratic representative.
Right, but you said he took advantage of young girls. You have absolutely no evidence of that.
I think it's pretty obvious that that's what's going on.
You think it's pretty obvious?
I do. And I think it's pretty obvious to the Republicans.
John Lemire, any reporting on this? And I'm not doing his bidding. I'm just saying there's enough things to talk about Donald Trump without talking about what's not been proved.
The bottom line is that his administration, whether they're protecting Trump or whoever else, they protect people who can buy their way to the White House. That's what this administration is all about. And I think that all the rest of America who recognizes that, there are people who play by one set of rules and people who play by the rest. There are people who are getting tax breaks. There are people who can buy pardons. And there's all the rest of us just trying to afford a home. That's a reality for Americans today. And
Scarborough running for cover here is the funniest thing I've seen on television since the Dairy Girls played on Netflix. But while Joe is trying to protect, Moulton is sitting there grinning like a Cheshire cat knowing he has nothing to lose. Trump can't sue him because if he did, Moulton would gain access to the Epstein files and would have the opportunity to present the evidence in court. Likewise, neither Mike the Johnson nor any other Republican House member can seek to censure or expel Moulton because that would mean calling the House into session, and then the discharge petition would go through, causing the Epstein files to be released. And the other reason Moulton's move is so brilliant is because with 42 million Americans facing hunger because of Trump and the Johnson, people are losing sight that this shutdown is all about protecting Trump from the Epstein files. Moulton just successfully raised that specter and put it front and center just in time for Halloween. So for all those protecting Trump, boo! I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.